Good morning everyone. I thought I'd do my rear pads today, and I thought I'd just do a quick video just to show you what the process is. There are a few videos on YouTube, I mean you can search these, but just for my followers I thought I'd just give you a quick how I do it. So I've painted these in Lamborghini orange. I got these from, got the paint from eBay. It's a really nice colour down the front as well. This is a 2017 T6, so I've got the pads and we'll go through how we change these. So jack the van up, put the handbrake down, make sure you've chocked the wheels, put an axle stand underneath here, and what we need to do is undo this one here and undo that one there with a 13mm. Okay, this one here will have a plate behind it where your sensor cable attaches to it. Okay, so be wary of that one there. So let's do those two now. Okay, with those two bolts out of there, we can move this plate from here like that. It's only held on like that, you see, like that. And then this is the carrier, what they call the carrier, and this is the caliper here. So we need to remove the caliper from the carrier. So what we'll do, we put a screwdriver underneath here and we'll wedge it up slowly just so it comes up out the way like this, that into there, and we just lift it, you see, and keep working that underneath there. Lift it like that so it comes back just like that. Yours won't come off that easy. I've just painted mine, so and there you go, that's how it's done. Lift up there. Once it's off there, I would recommend you having a look at the seal here. Be very careful with this seal here, just check all around it, no splits or anything in it. If that looks okay, which this one is okay, we can then keep it there out of the way. We can then take these pads off here. So these just slide off like that, pull them back like that, they'll come off. You can see this one here has got the wear sensor attached to that one there, so we'll let that one just drop down to there just for now. And then this one comes away like that. So hard with one hand. Just wedge it forward like that. Once it comes out of there, that there will then come out of there. Okay, so what I would do then is match that up with your new pads, make sure that they're the same. So these are the new pads, these are Bosch pads. They are part number, I don't know if there's a part number on it, yep. That's the set there, Volkswagen Transport. It says T5, but it's for a T6 as well. And let's match up the pads. Are they the same? They're exactly the same. Flick that one over, flick that one over like that. And they are exactly the same. So we're okay with that. The wear sensor has got this, comes with this little cap on here, you can see it there. And to get that off, what we do, we lift that back. See this little tab here? So if I can do it with one hand, you put a little screwdriver or something underneath there. You lift that up like that, and that will let you undo the clip. Oh god. So pull that back, and that there will come from there. Like that. Okay, so when you look inside, you can see the little tang in there. So when you pull that back, you can see it lift up. Like that. And that's what we do for the one on the inside, okay? There's a connector in there. That's what we need to do for that one there. Is pull that back and lift it from there. So with the caliper, what you have is the handbrake on the caliper. This piston will not go back in unless you've got a caliper tool. Now the caliper tool looks like this. Looks like that. I bought this one from Halfords, I think. You can buy them from eBay or anywhere like that. It comes with different pins. There's pins like that, or you can pop that to the end there, and it's got a different pin on the inside. So whichever pin matches with the pin that you've got in the caliper there. So as you can see, that one there sits on that piston. I need a GoPro. If anyone can donate me a GoPro, that would be good. Okay, so that sits on there like that. Right, so once we've done that, we can then put the tool together. Okay, so that's how the tool goes together. You put this disc here on top of the piston, and what I've used the wider pins that sit and grip the piston like that. You then put the tool in, so this plate here needs to go on the inside of the caliper, fits into that recess there. Then wind that back until it's tight and sits in place. Once that there is in place, then you can then hold the caliper and you can screw this in with your hand. That there will push the piston all the way in and back. Okay, so once you wind that all the way back, you'll find it comes to a stop. What I did find is when you're winding this forward, you'll find it goes tight. So what you can do is leave it for a couple of seconds, go again, half a turn, leave it a couple of seconds and go again. It's just the brake fluid working its way back. Always check your brake fluid reservoir as well, because the brake fluid will be coming back into the tank. This is your reservoir tank here, so make sure that's not overfilled. What you can do to help it come back in is loosen this off here. Loosen it off and put a rag around here to stop any excess fluid coming out and over your engine bay. Okay, so with the caliper all the way back, you're happy with that, you can then take this off and then we can start putting the pads in. Okay, so as you can see that the one on the inside here has got the wear sensor, so you'll need to manually fit the sensor here the same as that one there, so it's fed in from the back through there and onto here like that, and then it looks like there's a snap ring that you squeeze on the end just to put it, squeeze that on the end once you've fitted onto there. Okay, so just feed it through the top out the bottom like that, and then push that ring over the end just like that. Okay, once you've done that, that's ready to fit. If your calipers aren't clean like mine, because I've just painted mine, you will need to take these off. I'll show you. They just pop off like that. Take those off. There's two of them. Take those off and give here a really clean wire brush there and there. Give these a wire brush and give the inside of it all a wire brush, watching the seal. Be careful with this seal here, and just generally just give it all a good clean. Get rid of most of the dust that you can, and then we can start putting things back together again. Okay, once you're happy that it's all clean, you can put these stainless steel guides back, and when you do, make sure it sits in between the disc. So you don't want one of these touching the disc, because when it does, it'll make an awful screech when you're driving. So once it's you fitted them both, give it, oh, this is four-wheel drive, so it's not going to go anywhere. Give it a turn on yours and make sure you can't hear any squeaks on it when you're turning it. Okay, so then we're going to put the pad in. So the pad goes in and it sits in between the guides like that. Okay, like that. Same for the drivers, same for this side here. It sits in between there and there, as you can see on here, between there and there. That goes in like that, as you can see. Push it on there to there. It goes in like that. Once you've done that, look, check again that there's clearance on these here, on the carriers, top and bottom. Once you're happy with that, you can then put the caliper back on. So the caliper just lifts over. Watch out for this cable here, you need to leave that out of the way for now. Just lift the caliper up and over, and the caliper will go back over like that, okay? Back into its place, and then just push these back in, and it will sit back where it was before. Okay, with your caliper back in place like that, you can then put the 2 bolts back in. And also you want to get the, where's that cable gone now? This brake wear sensor here. You want to feed it up behind this pipe here, connect it into here, and then you put that back then over here like that, and put the bolt through there. Okay, and that's it. So once your bolt's back in there, you've connected the sensor to there, you've bolted that one there, and we're all done. Now we can do the other side. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe if it's helpful to anyone. Thank you very much.